Yeah, San Andreas is such a leap forward from 3 and Vice City. Like, if you look at it, like, rather bluntly, 3 and Vice City are effectively the same game in a different skin. Sure, there's, like, you know... I mean it mostly from, like, a feeling perspective. San Andreas, compared to Vice City and 3, is, like, just a very... like, feels, like, very differently. I personally think it feels better to play. Generally, do you think GTA 6 will be the same sort of step up as San Andreas, or will it be more like a 3 to Vice City ordeal? I personally genuinely feel that 6 is gonna basically be the step that 5 should have been from 4. Because I'm a firm believer in that the step from like 3D to 4 was much larger than the step from 4 to 5. Because if you think about it, you know, I have said this several times, and I'll say it again. GTA 5 suffered from the fact that it was released on PS3 and 360. If that game would have waited to be releasing at the right time on PS3 or PS4 and Xbox One, we'd have a very, very different game. They could have done like imagine a world where the PS4 version and the Xbox One versions of the game would have been the start. Online would have been a very different thing as well, because they would have been able to do a lot more. The world itself could have been way more packed with a lot more things. Like, I felt like, you know, the game ran at like 20-25 FPS. Like, they pushed those systems to the absolute limit. And they were only pushing things to GTA 4. So imagine what they did with 5. Like, and I think, like, if you look at the map alone of what we know so far about GTA 6, you can tell that they've learned from their lesson. That is GTA 5. If you've seen the video that I did on it on the main channel about the map, you can clearly tell that there's a lot more focus on making sure that whenever you're driving from one place to the other, that there is always like a little town or a little something going on, right? It isn't just like a complete barren wasteland like you would have, like, you know, if you drive like from top to bottom to from like in San Andreas GTA 5. The limit isn't really hardware anymore. It's it comes down to budget. Yeah, memory budget is like, you know, a thing too. I mean, we know. Whoa! Not so enthusiastic, there, gang members. We are going to just go and grab a car. Oh, financial budget. I don't think. No, I don't think. Like, I know you like dogging on Rockstar, saying Rockstar bad. You know, financial budgets. You know, like, you know, greed bad and stuff. But given the fact that they were given like another half a year for development, and the fact of how long it has been in development, I don't think that budget is something that is really like a, you know, a factor here. Rockstar effectively has unlimited budget. I think that's fair. I think that's fair to say. I think that's the money is the last thing that Rockstar is worrying about, let alone Take-Two. You know, there's rumors and things out, you know, going on right now where virtual capital people and stuff are saying, oh, you know, GTA 6 is gonna sell like $7-8 billion worth of sales in the first 24 hours and, you know, whatnot. I'm saying in terms of general for games, obviously GTA 6 is an edge case where they have all the resources they want. Yeah, for sure. But we're talking strictly about GTA 6 here. I mean, if it was like Ubisoft developing, you know, GTA 6, then it probably would have already been released. You would have microtransactions in single player, and you would have it being split up in a different company with the same people still being at the helm of the previous company, so nothing changes. But no, I am a firm believer in the fact that, judging from the trailers and everything that we've seen so far, the jump forwards in not only, like, you know, GTA 5 to GTA 6 is gonna be huge. I think one other thing would be an interesting comparison, though, would be like jump from RDR2 to GTA 6. Because I think that is like kind of the thing to probably look into. Because RDR2 from GTA 5 was a huge step as well. I don't even argue that RDR2 to GTA 5, or GTA 5 to RDR2 is already like quite a... Can you stop doing... Hello? What the fuck? Okay, well.
Hey, What the fuck are you playing at?
Oh, well. I mean, but he's the one that damaged it. That's not fair. And I think the real measurement is going to be, like, what's the... How large is the jump from RDR2 to GTA 6? Because, like... You can clearly tell a lot of the influence from RDR2 in, like, all we've seen from GTA 6 so far. So it'd be very interesting to see, like, how large the leap is. Especially from the PC version, because the PC version of RDR2 very much still holds up until this day. There's no two ways about it. Because, like, I think the main thing that we've seen in, like, GTA 6 in terms of, like, I guess the most impressive things has really been, like, the reflections of a lot of things. Whereas in RDR2, I guess, like, the world itself was, like, really, really impressive too. So I guess if you combine those two things together, then, you know, you have to wait and see, I suppose. Can you, like, kill him, Smoke?
Hey, let's get out of here before the cops show, man.
RDR2 was a step back in terms of controls. Everything is animation driven in a way that it feels like the player input is a suggestion. Yeah, I think RDR2 in that regard is like a very different game though, and I do very much hope that in GTA 6 they'll prioritize like smoothness of gameplay and like, you know, everything like, you know, because like when it comes to gaming, one thing I find very important in gameplay is that like things flow nicely. In RDR2, like the flow of RDR2 made sense because it was just a slower paced narrative-driven game. RDR2's flames, you can already see in one of the screenshots as well. 100%. Like you can tell. That's why I'm thinking like in certain aspects it might just like be exactly like RDR2, like the PC version I suppose. It's like a lot of the like the environments and stuff like that really remind me of RDR2 in like the 6 trailers that we've seen so far and like the footage and screenshots. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but I think if you're solely going GTA games, I think you'll definitely get like, you know, a much larger jump than you had from 4 to 5. Because I think in many aspects, I think like the city and the overall feel of GTA 4 City was and or is better. But again, it's hard for me to really like be objective about GTA 5. For the simple reason that, you know, I'm just kind of like... You know what I mean? But I think like if I try to be as objective about it as possible, it might also just be a preference thing, honestly. Because like one of the biggest criticisms about 5 is like, you know, and its worlds really is like how empty I guess the northern part is. And like I said, I think a lot of it seemingly is getting fixed in 6. But we shall see. I just don't know how GTA 6 will function on PC without Social Club. It might actually function. That's you know... That's, I think, something to look forward to, you know? Maybe you'll be able to play GTA 6 online without having to constantly deal with Johnny the hacker, you know? You're like, bam! But I think a lot of, you know, still, like GTA 5 for its time, especially, like, and still, in many aspects, still is a very impressive game. And I don't think that is something that anyone will ever deny.